Hey guys, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations. We were examining Dahlia Hawthorne, and now we shall continue with the one spot that we can point out a contradiction at. So we're gonna do it. Dougie got all wobbly. Are you saying the victim collapsed? Yes, he did. The victim never touched him. I was watching. Voyeuristic. Contradiction. Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne, so let's drop them, shall we? What? I would never... Miss Fay, I will not allow you to badger this witness. I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is... she has no supporting... Please do not glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job. I love that. Oh, that's great. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, sorry. Keep it together, man. Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found in Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim. What? There is no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw. Yes, Your Honor, I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony. Looks like we're finally getting somewhere. Okay, let's see. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. Okay, let's do that. You didn't see it? Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground. And at that time, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow. Comma, separation. Yes, that's right. Okay, it didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear any noise either. What noise? Let me see here. Hang on just a second. Hang on just a hot minute. There was a loud sound when this happened. Yes, okay. That's the contradiction right there. Because she just pulled that out of nowhere. She didn't hear his testimony. So then, what did it look like they were doing to you? I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation. Oh, give me a break. That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all? No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge. Oh, I like the sound of that, Mr. Judge. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Okay. I went to go find some other students. I called the authorities. Okay, this is it. Because in Phoenix's testimony, he pointed out that there was a loud noise upon which he fell on the thing.
Objection!
You say you didn't hear any noise. Is that correct? Yes, that's why I was very relaxed looking at the scenery around me. Dead hair flip. Sorry. That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well? Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable. Nice. But according to Mr. Wright's... wrong frickin' voice. Wow. But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There was no way a noise like that couldn't fail to make an impression. Ack. I was doing... whatever. May I have a moment to answer? But by all means. I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on and I was listening to music at the time. Headphones? You mean that both your ears were covered? The rain was just... Oh, God, wrong voice again. Jeez. The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes, I'm afraid the sound of thunder. I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. So I put my headphones on to block it out. Hee 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 hee. Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all. Wait a second, Mia. That testimony just now, she said something that could totally change this whole case. There was lightning? Fairly certain that there was the lightning. I hope. She didn't hear anything. She's listening to music. Okay, I'm fairly certain that it's the lightning, because everybody else has just gone on that it was raining. It wasn't thundering. Your Honor, there is a problem with the witness's testimony. What do you mean? Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct? Yes, what about it? Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right? Now is not the time for a science lesson, Miss Fay. Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, the cause of the death was electrocution. Isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? Okay. She didn't say anything, yeah. I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me. Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, the victim of a stray bolt. Gonna have to give me some kind of proof for that. I won't even believe that, and I'm playing as you. It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental? Alright, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking that not guilty now if you don't... He. I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Fay. Huh? I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on that day at that location. Do they actually record lightning hits, I guess you would call them? What? What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case. How? Evidence, Mr. Payne? Well, what is this evidence? This affidavit. I think it's affidavit, I don't know. And who is this affidavit from? The pharmacology students who were conducting electrical experiments in the lab on their day. He didn't say electrical, I just kind of... Allow me to read out loud the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at the day 3 p.m. God, I can't barely read. I'm reading for 8 minutes straight. Forgive me. I miss things sometimes. Was it a blackout? All of the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor. So you're saying the equipment lost power because... Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m., which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report. Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future. I see. Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break. The smallest bump. I wonder if that will help me with my case later on. Probably not. However, there is one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't it have snapped? Wait. Then wouldn't it have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into... Whatever! Well, I suppose you could say that. Miss Fay, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable? Your Honor. I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Okay, what's my opinion then? Okay, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? Okay. Oh boy. Let me see here. This is... Oh, well, wait. Hey, I'm not in any trouble losing health. That's nice. Who or what? Right? Yeah, who or what? Why don't we pin it on Dahlia? Yeah, let's do it. Come on. This is it. This is why the cable snapped. Well, Your Honor, I believe that the only thing that has snapped is the mind of the defense. Ah, that was one of your best lines yet, Your Honor. Ouch, that was harsh. Please, Your Honor. Okay, give me one more chance. Yeah. Well, then let's hear it. Okay, so. Now I would like to say the umbrella. Come on. This is it. This is why the cable snapped. Nope. Okay, that is not it. As you can see, I'm not cheating because I really did forget what did this. His testimony. Okay. Was it Phoenix? Oh wait, no, it was Doug. He did it. He killed himself. This is it. This is why. No, it is not apparently. Oh, I will present until I get it right. So it's not the umbrella. It's not Doug. It's not Dahlia. Let's see. Crime photo. How about this? Okay. Solar power cable broke to some sort of impact on 255. It couldn't have been Phoenix because he had left. So, crime photo. Got it. Now I'm gonna look stupid. Okay, let's see here. Newspaper clipping profiles. Phoenix? I don't know. Even though I just said it wasn't him. It's like, maybe it is. I don't know. Crime photo. I don't know. It's like the only thing that it could have been. Here, I'll try Phoenix. Why not? Let's just try it. Let's just present everything. Your Honor. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, okay. So we're good. Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony. The defendant's testimony? He said that he said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct? Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that the lab equipment lost power at 2:55, which fits right in with Mr. Wright's timeline? In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage. Oh, okay. Because I thought he had left around then. My bad. Sorry about that. Yes, the prosecution also came to that same conclusion. And that was that very shell that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted. Objection! I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne. What's that supposed to mean? Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break. Well, that makes sense. And then the victim was electrocuted. Dead hair flip. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make any sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by this severed cable in the foreground here. Ah! In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. We are so good at our jobs! Order in the court! Ah, the lamentations of my enemy, how I've longed to hear them. Oh man, really? A Conan reference, that's actually kind of awesome. It's true! The defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any way the defendant could have done it.
Mr. Judge, sir? May I say something? That Madam's attorney's explanation. She said some things are a little different than I remember them.
What the?
Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge?
Of course it's all right. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony. This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors. And I also really, really love Dahlia's theme. It's so good. I love all the music in this game. These have fantastic soundtracks, but okay. 15 minutes. Next time, cross-examination. See you guys then.